They don't love you. They just love the way you make them feel. Let me repeat that. They don't love you. They just love the way you make them feel. They don't love you. They just love the way you make them feel. They honestly can't give a care about you. They can't care about you. They don't feel anything for you deep down in their hearts. They have no emotions, no chemistry. They don't feel a single thing from you because you're predictable. You're easy to figure out. You're always available. And all you do is solicit free attention. Which is why they only love the way you make them feel. You give them compliments, and they love that. They starve off that. They feed off of that. The person that you're thinking about, the person that you're talking to, can never make a commitment to you because they don't feel the desire to. They don't have enough motivation, inspiration to be driven towards staying with you forever, towards being a partner with you, towards adding any commitment, adding any labels, because they do not care about you. They only care if their source of attention, source of compliments, source of availability is gone. That's what they care about. They don't care about you as a person, you as a whole. Have they ever checked up on you? Have they ever received, well, they've received the compliments, but have they ever given it to you? Have they ever checked up on you? Have they ever asked about you? Because when somebody loves you, they're going to ask about you. They're going to try and figure out more about you. What makes you sad? What makes you happy? What makes you angry? And they want to get to know more and more. If they don't ask you a question, it's obviously not love. If they don't seem interested, it's obviously just for something else, just for another reason. You're their backup plan, never the priority. Because you're always available, you're always giving free attention, and you're always giving something without getting anything in return. You're giving somebody unconditional love when they haven't proved that they're worth it. When somebody proves that they're worth it, that they're worth unconditional love, then they give you that love too. It's not a one-way street. They don't love what you can't give them. They don't love the look of you. They don't love your physical attributes. They don't love your emotional attributes, what you have in your brain. They just like what they get. It's a transaction. As long as I look pretty, as long as I look handsome, I can get as much validation from you. I can get as much energy and desperation from you. So why should I ever cut off the source? Why should I ever end this friendship? There's no point in doing that. That's what the person thinks. Because they're not at a loss at all. But you are. Because as you can see, as you can tell, you are attached to this person. Everything you do is to please that person, just to get a little bit of that energy back. But you know what makes a person look so lively, look beautiful, look like they're full of love? It's the love that they give out. That's what makes them look like they're full of love. It's not what they receive, what they get from somebody else, what they get from their parents, what they get from building a garden. Look at this. Has a person who's had a charity that has given out so much money ever ask for more? What am I talking about right now? What am I talking about? You can see a person's love through what they give, through the energy that they bring, and through the energy that they put upon the universe. When you see a baby, you wave. It brings a smile on their face. When you see trash on the road, you pick it up and throw it away. Who are you in those times that makes the universe a good universe, that makes a difference? You radiate that type of energy. And when a person doesn't have any of these qualities, and when a person doesn't feel that they need to be a good person, be a kind person, be generous, when you're by yourself, then obviously they won't be able to give you that love too. If they can't be okay with being by themselves and loving themselves and being in tune with what they can do without somebody else's attention, without somebody else's love, without somebody else's kindness, then how do you expect for them to give you what you give them? They don't have it in them. That's why they're looking around and they're receiving from other people. It may not just be only you. You're one of the options. That's truth. You're one of the options. Because a person needs that type of kindness, needs that love. And if they can't find it in themselves, they're going to search and search and search and search for as many supplies as they can find. Which is why people have rosters nowadays. Which is why people have so much people that are just options to them. Which is why people can't stick to one person. Can't give you all their time. Can't give you a piece of attention. Because what a person does is a reflection of what they want to do, of what they want to portray. Whatever they're choosing is their choice. Whatever they're choosing is what they want to do. Don't try and look past the signs, look past their actions and justify their actions. Whatever that's happening is happening. Don't think that there's another message in between. Don't think that you gotta read in between the lines. It's as simple as that. Whatever's happening, whatever they're showing you, the image of who they are is who they are. When a flower blooms, you see it in its most raw performance. You see it in its most vulnerable state, right? And you cannot see more of an already bloomed flower. You can't try and pick out the flowers and look in between the roots, look in between the stem, look in between the parts of the flower. No, when it's bloomed, it's bloomed. If it doesn't bloom as beautiful, then it's not gonna be as beautiful. It's not gonna be as kind. It's not gonna be as loving. If it cannot go all the way, then it cannot go all the way. Stop thinking that there's another message. Stop thinking that there's another meaning behind it. There's no other meaning. If they're not giving you the love that you deserve, then they're not capable of giving it. And they don't want to give it. That's all there is. Don't make life so complicated. If someone wants to make an effort, they're going to make an effort. If somebody wants to reach out, they're going to reach out. Don't make life a one-sided street. It's never going to be a one-sided street. Everything we do in this life, as of right now, is essentially a transaction. You get this, I get this. You get money, I get bread. You get money, I get a house. Bro, it's all a transaction. So if you're giving and giving and giving all your love and not getting anything back, That's an unequal transaction. That's an unequal trade. Why would you ever want to do that? Your love is so valuable and can be put upon yourself to find and to build and to grow for the next person that's actually meant for you. That's actually willing to give a little bit of their love back. Not a little bit, as much as they can. Because a wise person once told me that if I have $10 and I give you 5, that's better than me having $1,000 and giving you 10, giving you 100. I gave you half of what I had. Yet that person who had $1,000 gave you 0.5%, 0.1%. 0.1% is actually $1, but you know what I mean. You understand, if it's not real, if you can't see it, if you can't see a fair trade, if you can't see the full image, then maybe that's the whole image already. That's all I have today. I hope something made sense, because they didn't love you. They loved the way you made them feel. Peace out.